Hello, Bucknutters, and welcome into the Morning Five here on March 7th, 2014. I am Dave Biddle. We have tons to get into on today's show, so let's not waste any time. First up, I had a chance to interview Ohio State offensive line coach Ed Warner after practice last night, and wow, was he loaded with information. First and foremost, there is a battle royale at the center position as we speak between junior Jacoby Boren and redshirt freshman Billy Price. You know, Jacoby Boren, he's taking the first team reps right now in spring ball, but you talk to Ed Warner, I mean, he gets really excited talking about Billy Price, went as far as to say that Billy Price might be the strongest player that's ever trained under Mickey Marotti. I mean, those are some pretty bold words right now, and I think things are really trending Billy Price's way. I wouldn't have said this before camp. If I had to bet right now, I would have to put my money on Billy Price to be the starter this year. I still think it's going to be a good competition, and I know Jacoby Bourne's a tough kid, and he's going to fight it out. And like I said, he's still the first teamer right now, but from talking to Ed Warner, man, is he high on Billy Price. There's also some very interesting battles unfolding at the left guard spot and right tackle. Left guard, fourth-year junior Antonio Underwood coming off that torn ACL last spring. He's healthy. He's running with the first team. Joel Hale, a senior, moving over from defensive tackle. They like him as well, so those guys are battling at left guard. Chase Ferris is going to be in there as well when he gets back. He's coming back off an injury from last fall, so he's missing spring, but Chase Ferris will be in there this preseason camp as well. And then at right tackle, Darryl Baldwin and Evan Lyle are really fighting it out. Kyle Dotson might be in the mix as well, but really that's going to be between Darryl Baldwin and Evan Lyle. Darryl Baldwin, the fifth-year senior, Evan Lyle, the redshirt freshman, but I think Evan Lyle is going to win that job. We have a detailed story on the offensive line right now on the site for our subscribers. If for some odd reason you're not a subscriber, now's a great time to try our 7-day free trial. You get all our spring football coverage, you get our recruiting coverage, get on the site, upper right-hand portion of your screen, click 7-day free trial. Moving on, I want to talk some Ohio State football recruiting, and who better to talk to than the Dean of Ohio State football recruiting, Bill Kurlick. Bill, what do Bucknuts subscribers need to know about recruiting going into this weekend?
Well, the Buckeyes just hosted Thursday at their practice a couple prospects, Eric Glover-Williams, who of course is committed to Ohio State, and then Nick Connor, a linebacker from Dublin Scioto. But really, with a break in spring practice, the visits will slow down slightly, although Van Jefferson, wide receiver from Tennessee, who the Buckeyes certainly would like to add to the class, he is going to visit Ohio State during his spring break, which starts March 15th. So that's when I really expect things to pick up again, and that coincides pretty closely with Ohio State start of spring practice again. So I think that, we look forward to the start of spring practice, and then those last few weeks of spring practice should be really huge on the recruiting front for Ohio State.
And then you have your recruiting buzz up on the site right now. Give the listeners a quick Cliff Notes version of what's on the site right now for subscribers.
Well, as I mentioned, Eric Glover-Williams visited Ohio State along with Nick Connor, so I have information about those two and their visits on Thursday to Ohio State. And then also the latest Ohio State offer went out to a running back from Texas, Ronald Jones, who is one of the country's top running back prospects. He was offered a scholarship on Thursday by the Buckeyes, and that immediately vaulted Ohio State up among his top choices, and he would like to make an official visit to Ohio State. So those are the three key items that are on the site right now. But, of course, as the day goes on, we'll be adding more and more to the buzz thread and see what develops here.
Thank you, Bill. Switching gears. Ohio State will have its pro day today at the Woody Hayes Athletic Center, and it's going to be a big day for a few former Buckeyes. It won't be a big day for Brad Roby. He's not going to run today, and why should he? When you run a 4.39 at the 40, you're done. Drop the mic. Enjoy your first-round money, late first-round money, because that's where Brad Roby's going to go. You run a 4.39 officially at the notoriously slow track in Indy, you're not going to run at Pro Day. There's no reason to. But it's going to be a big day for Ryan Shazier. He looked great at the Combine, but he didn't run at the Combine. He was waiting for Pro Day to run. So today's going to be big for Ryan Shazier. Is he going to be a second-round pick, or could he sneak into the late first round? He could sneak into that late first round if he runs well. Carlos Hyde, a big day for him. Did not run all that well at the Combine, 4.62. He needs to get in the 4.5 range. I think he will. I still think Carlos Hyde will be the top running back off the board. And then some guys that weren't even invited to the combine, like Andrew Norwell. It's going to be huge for them today. So our Steve Hellwagon is going to be out there covering it. Keep it locked to the site. We'll have full coverage of Ohio State's Pro Day. I hope everybody has a great day and a great weekend. Thank you for joining us here on the Bucknuts Morning 5.